going on out here at Wellington?
Sure, so we've got a multi-purpose sports court. You'd be able to play soccer, basketball, hockey, lacrosse, and really any type of sport you come up with. As you can see, there's going to be a brand new blacktop surface and brand new basketball goals, and then it'll have state-of-the-art, one-of-a-kind. It's called the Golfer. Kyle Martino came up with it. Basically, he's an ex-U.S. soccer international player, played professional in the United States also. So he came up with this concept where these goals basically come in and out of the ground, and then they get covered up to not interrupt if you want to play basketball and other sports such as. So it'll be the third in the country that's ever had it, the second to have the new editions of the goals. So there's videos online that shows how easy it is for a young kid to just pick the goals up and put them back in the ground. It provides an opportunity for any kid that's in this area, or that wants to drive out to this area, but mostly ones that can walk or ride their bikes, to come out here and have access to play multiple sports that they might not have access to otherwise.
How did you get involved in this?
So Kyle Martino used to be on NBC Sports Network. He was like the American broadcaster for all the games that were being played in England in the top division, English Premier League. So about 2 years ago, they were doing this event, and he started talking about his concept of the Golfer and this over-under initiative. And I just got really excited and inspired about it. So I reached out to him, and surprisingly he responded. And I said, I live in a little place called Anderson, South Carolina, and I think this would be huge for the community and an awesome concept. So if you're interested in coming to Anderson, I'm interested in doing whatever I have to do to make it happen. So that's kind of how the process began, and between then and now a lot of things have happened, but some members of Anderson County have been instrumental in pushing this through.
That's what I was going to ask you. Has it been a cooperative effort with the county to get this?
For the most part. So when I first approached them, I had an idea of a place kind of closer to the city limits, and it wasn't the best place for it, I suppose. A lot of work needed to be done, and it was kind of, I don't know if it was as accessible as maybe this will be. So there's some members of the Wellington Park community, a guy named Walt that many may know, and so they felt that because this community had been wanting to do something special and had been reaching out to individuals, they decided that this would be a good location for it. So ultimately we came together and started discussing possible places, and that's how this happened.
There's a long history of recreation on these fields out here. People have been playing out here for a long time, basketball and other things.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've heard some backstories on things that were taking place, and as you can see, there's the baseball field, So we've got ideas to do bigger things with the baseball field and revamp this playground and just do a lot of different things.
And so right now you're saying the only holdup is getting all the equipment you need?
Correct. Equipment and materials. Everything else is moving along just fine. Yeah, it's just, I've been told the second layer of asphalt, which I'm not sure if that's down yet or not, and then the goals, the materials to make the goals. So, but everything else is moving along fine. I mean, originally, last few months, we were saying November as a completion date. So, I mean, right now, I'd say that's realistic.
So if everything comes in by the end of the year, it should be up and running?
I think so, yeah. And we hope to do like a big launch party, get some excitement going. The Kyle Martino will come down from New York, and maybe some other, I don't know about current professional players, but maybe some ex-pros will come down, people that represented the United States and some other sports as well, and local athletes will be here too, so I think it'll be a really good thing.
And what sort of the impetus of making you want to get involved in the community, to give something back to the community? Because this is obviously not a job for you.
No, it's something that I've always been passionate about. Sports were instrumental in my life and very important for me. I played multiple sports, but I ended up sticking with soccer, and it kept me out of trouble, or as much as it could. And I just love the game. So I've got a little girl, she's 8, and I know, like, my wife works, I work. We're able to provide her with what she wants to do, but sometimes the cost is always there. You always think about it, and I think about, my mom was a single mom for quite a few years, so I knew the sacrifices she made, and yeah, it's just something that's always been near and dear to my heart. We also have a group here in Anderson called the American Outlaws. It's a soccer group. We meet up and watch USA soccer games, and AO Impact is their branch that reaches out and does more community service work. So in the past, we've done things like we raised $10,000 for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention because we had a member, and that affected pretty hard. And then we wanted to do something that was more sports-based, you know, soccer obviously, but this just seemed like a really good thing to do. So we brought this in and adopted it as our chapter, and I just kind of helped lead the way, and yeah, one day at a time.
If somebody was watching this in the community and maybe wants to get involved or volunteer, how can they help with this project?
So, like I said, we have big ideas to do a lot of things here. But first and foremost, get the court up, get the kids out here playing. You know, sponsorships would be fantastic, just to have, you know, equipment. Like I said, we've got ideas for the baseball and the playground here to do, and then also we'd like to be able to do like free leagues, free training sessions. So having people out here that may have played one of those sports, field hockey, street hockey, regular hockey, ice hockey, basketball, soccer, you know, all those things. Having people out here that just want to be involved and help the kids have some organized, you know, organized activity. It's going to be huge.
How can they get in touch with you or whoever to be involved with them?
So I guess the easiest way to get in touch with me, our Anderson group, we're on, it's AO Anderson SC, and I'm pretty sure you can AO Anderson SC on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Those, you know, if you reach out to the group, I'll respond. My name is Brock Elder. I'm not on Facebook or anything, so I am on Twitter at Brockness16, so that's an easy way to get in touch with me. Or my email is belder16@gmail.com, and yeah, anybody that would love to get involved or has an idea to do something like this anywhere else, you know, I can definitely get you in touch with the right people, and I think there's a lot of opportunities for everybody to do something really cool like this.